What's going on, everybody? It's Mikey Will here, trying to teach you guys a tutorial on how to put on your FZ-09 crash cages. Me and my friend worked together on this. In his garage, he actually helped me out quite a bit, but he did not want his face in it, so I had to respect that, and I just wanted to let you know that I did not do this by myself. It's springtime, it's getting nice out. I know you guys want to ride and stuff. There is a sub cage for this. I do not have the full thing. This is Full Metal Stunt company, and they have a full sub cage for this. And I should have bought the whole thing. Didn't realize it came not as one. So I will get my hands on that soon. This is not a sponsored post. I just want to let you guys know I bought this out of my own money, and just want to make it easy for you guys to show your people, show any other riders, or just want to learn something for yourself on how to put a crash cage on. So, alright, so if you guys have any type of stand, you want to have this bike upright as possible. If you don't, you can use a jack and a piece of wood, and just won't hurt the oil pan. Alright, so you need these 3 rear bolts. This is not rear bolts. You need this rear bolt.
That one is a
14 mil.
And then these are 8s.
Yeah, alright, so you need 8 mils for these bolts right here.
For these Allens, and then 14 pulls that other one.
We're just showing you the screw holes where you would mount the actual crash cage to. And then you just proceed to take them out with your tools. Yeah, some of the screws are a little in weird places, kind of gotta reach around and do some stuff, but you gotta apply a little bit of Loctite on your screws and bolts. This part where you're putting in the screw through the crash cage does get a little tricky. You do kind of have to put in a long socket and push it through and just get it through. It's just you just kind of drop it in there, I guess, but you just want to angle it perfectly just so it goes through the little tiny hole. And then from there you put tiny little bushing on there. Mine actually just fell out just now. But yeah, then you just line it up with those holes. And the key to this is to you want to get things on there, but you don't want to tighten it all the way. You want to have everything kind of loose. So once it's loose, you can maneuver the cage a little bit around. In this case, we had to grind down a little bit of the little sprocket guard. So this bar could go through really easily. So you just when you put that screw through, and you'll see when you put the other side of the cage on, you have to have a lot of clearance. So when you put that through, you'll see when you put it on the other side where you're putting the cage on, you will see that it does get challenging to kind of have everything. But this is where the loose part comes in, because everything's kind of not loose, snug but loose. So you can mold it, and now you can screw everything in not hand tightened, lightly socket wrenched. And then this part was tedious, where you had to get a long pair of tweezers and put this little washer on in there just to get the bolt on. But somehow it was on. We got it on perfectly first try. A little bit more Loctite. And then you just screw in the last screw. You screw in the last screw. Well, the third screw. And there's one screw that goes right through here.
Not the same.
It fits perfectly right through, even if you have a full exhaust. It is a very, very tight fit, but yeah, you do get it in there. We actually had to have 2 guys come in there with 2 hands and like hold it because the bar kept jumping all over the place. But yeah, we got it now. Finally torque wrench everything down when you feel everything is on. I think you had to torque wrench it to 35. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the torque wrench it to 35 pounds of torque, and that's for each screw and bolt. Yep, now it's time to get the other side. Yep, same thing on each bolt. Make sure everything's nice and tight. You don't want to hear any rattling or any type of movement. That is bad sign. Yeah. Oh, I also forgot to say, I did not show putting on the pegs. You just slide them on, and then you put those little screws in. That's the part that you're seeing right now, where you have to screw those little parts in, just like that. And here we are, coming off the lifts. The thing looks pretty. Yep, this is where you see where the stand comes into play, because you want to keep that engine upright, because you don't want that engine to fall over or shift and have a whole bunch of other problems. Here we go. Now we're taking it off the ramp. Now we're taking it off the lift. Just backing it out. Yep. There it is. The FMS Parts Company did it again with another FZ-09, looking fantastic.